Hi everybody, we're just going to look at some suggested solutions to the contact class problem in our object-oriented programming arrays of objects challenges in Mr. Moosey. Let's just have a look at task 1. I'm not going to solve everything for you, but I'm just going to give you the basic idea, and you should create the full solution. So a phone contact has these 4 attributes, and we're going to create the contact class. It does say to us that the friendship indicator is set to true by default. Okay, so let's work with that. So class contact, we're going to define our constructor method, which is called every time we construct a new contact. And we've got an ID, so I'm going to call that contact ID. We've got a name. We've got a phone number, just going to call that phone, and we've got a friendship indicator which is set to true by default. So in my design, I'm not going to pass that as a parameter. We'll just set that up in a moment. So let's create some private variables to store these parameters inside a contact object. So self.contactID equals contactID. Self.__name is going to be assigned name. Self.__phone is going to be assigned that parameter phone. So this is the parameter, and this is the variable that we're creating to store that data. And also, let's not forget the friendship indicator. It's set to true by default. So we can just do this. Let's call it friendship. It is just true. Every time we construct a contact object, friendship is true. So that's our constructor method. Now we're being asked to design all of these get methods. These are accessor methods and some set methods. Now I'm not going to design all of them in this video, but I will design a couple. Let's do the get ID. Get ID self. We don't have any parameters, we're just returning this variable. Okay, and that's it. And you really want to do that for each of these 4 attributes of the contact class. So you'll have get name, get phone, and get friendship. And the other ones that we're going to do are set methods. These are methods that allow us to change data within the object. So we're going to give the object some new data. Okay, so set ID, we'll give it a new ID as a parameter, and we're going to assign self.__contact ID with that new ID. Okay, that's all we're doing. That's a set method. Take some new data and assign it to the class variable to update the information stored. Okay, so if we were to quickly construct a contact object, notice that when Python sees this, it jumps up to the contact class and it first finds the constructor method. That's what's happening here. And when it finds the constructor method, it needs to know that there are 3 parameters. So we need to give 3 parameters. The contact ID is an integer. Let's just put in 13. The name, of course, is going to be a string, Jesse James. And the phone number is also a string. So 090 123456. And let's see if that worked. Print C1 dot. So C1 references a contact object. So C1 can use any of these methods. So let's use this get method where we return the contact ID. So C1 dot get ID. And let's see if that works. We got it. So see how you go. Is your solution in any way similar to this one?